What's up, Glam Squad, rock stars? I'm gonna take a moment of your time today. We're gonna address a lot of sensitive topics. We're gonna bring everything to the light. Uh, a major thing right now is people are wondering, how is she doing this? How is she surviving? How is she still walking around with her head up high? How is this possible? The situation that she's in, the severity of it, these two things don't add up. When I meet this young lady, her reputation does not match her. Something's missing. So today I'm going to give you the missing pieces. I will tell you in advance, I have a unique sense of humor, and things that are funny to me are not necessarily funny to someone else. You can't judge me off of my life. I live this life. So I'm going to be talking directly to some people, addressing some issues with some people, and I'll be talking in general as well. The whole object of this public service announcement is to make you aware of a huge situation here within the county that I reside in, San Bernardino County. My name is Chanel Anastasia Smith Coleman. A lot of you guys know me as Nelly Nail. Some of you guys know me as Karma Cuz. A lot of people are like, when's she gonna do something? She home, she needs to do something. A lot of people are like, they had that bitch in pat. That bitch is crazy. It is not funny. It's real. And I have literally been walking around like, still here. It's not funny at all. When God says no weapon formed against me shall prosper, it's real. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. The reality of it is that this is a one-sided situation. And I haven't voiced my opinion. I've been letting all these things happen around me. Everything around me is moving like a fine-tuned clock. The problem is that it's all involving me. I'm the source to a lot of the BS and drama. The problem that I have is that they're not directing it towards me. No one's bringing it to me. They're bringing it to everyone else. Now, I'm going to cover a lot of areas. You're going to have a good time with me. You're going to enjoy this video. But I'm going to magnify a dark situation. I'm going to bring it all to light in this video. So, I'm not going to waste any more of your time. Currently, my mom, Janice Catherine Coleman, is incarcerated in West Valley Detention Center. I don't know what to do to help her. What you guys don't know that I know is my mom is being my living sacrifice. She has agreed to live in the streets of San Bernardino. She's agreed to remain homeless. She's agreed to be abused physically, mentally, sexually. She's cooperated with a certain group of people just so they don't kill her daughter. Do anything to me. Just don't hurt her. She's naive. She don't know no better. She's gullible. She's learning. Take me. The problem I have with the situation is that no one asked me. See, on the outside looking in, it would seem as if Janice has completely lost her mind. She's walking around Baseline. She's on Arrowhead. She's living in a cardboard box. She's in a bando. She's smoking cocaine. But what you don't know is my mom has made a deal with my enemy. My enemy right now is John Orlando Mitchell. Lando. What's up, John Rambo? That's my enemy. I was taught, don't tell all the bad if you can't tell all the good. So when I met Lando, John Orlando Mitchell, when I met Lando, an associate of mine, an ex-associate of mine had moved to San Bernardino off of 5th Street. It was a plot of land with 4 separate units. She possessed one unit. Another tenant possessed the other. In the other unit resided Doris Mitchell and her son, John Mitchell. John Mitchell is a unique person. When you see him, you will immediately put your guard up like, nope. And the way I am is I address the issue. So he kept walking past the apartment. And eventually, I said, hey, come here, man. Where are you going? What you doing over here? He like, I'm going to the Fed lot. Like, what's the Fed lot? It's my spot where I go. I'm like, all right. You smoke weed? He like, you want to smoke a blunt? I'm like, yeah. So that became part of my routine. Each morning, I would get up about 6 a.m., smoke a morning blunt with Lando, see what he's going to do with his day. At that time, he just wanted to be a dad. He had 2 daughters with the lady that had them specifically for him. She already had a bunch of kids, but she said, I'll give you some kids. Here go 2 of them. So he's a grimy man, but he loved those kids. He'll put them in a basket, push them down the street, get into the Fed lot. So my whole thing was he was suspicious. Something about him was a red flag. And the saying is, keep your enemies close. Keep your enemies close. So I befriended Lando. We were cool. I was the hood treasurer. Lando sold dope. I hold all the money. Anything I bring him, he gonna hustle hard till he limping. A good person. A very good person. The bad part about John Mitchell, the bad part about Lando, is he had never experienced kindness. I was a unique person in his life. What he would say is, we was both in abusive relationships, man. We was being abused. I'm like, if men is being abused, it's no hope for the future. No hope for the future at all. So we were tight. I was talking to someone else, a man named Jadon. I was helping my dad open a business. I was talking to a strong black man named Jadon, and I slipped and got pregnant. My dad was furious. He did not want me to have a baby. He demanded that Jadon come and make me kill the baby. He demanded an abortion. He didn't care what Jadon had to say. Make Chanel have an abortion. The unique part about Jadon is that I was tight with his pops, rest in peace. Pops called me. He was like, Nelly, I would never talk about one of my children the way your father talks about you. I'll be your father. I say, Pops, it's all right. I already know how he is. From that situation, I no longer talk to Jadon anymore, and I no longer talk to my father. Me and Lando got tight. Now the issue with Lando is he's like impotent. And I don't know if it's from cocaine use, because that will numb your genitals. The cocaine will numb you. Or if it was because he was older. So he would just be like, give me your lips. I want to lick your lips. It's not funny. But at that time, I didn't care. He's letting me be the treasurer. This is a business arrangement. I got a baby on the way. Help me. Help me help you. So the problem with Lando is when I got pregnant, I squared up. Take it serious. I went to see my son, and my son said, Mom, I want a sister. I said, I'll give you anything you want. I'll give you anything you want. I'll give you anything you want. So I gave my son a sister. And I demanded that my tubes be tied, because I wasn't going to have a bunch of kids on Shawn Michael Jones. I wasn't going to do him like that. So they didn't want to tie my tubes. So I had to be very firm and direct with my gynecologist in labor and delivery and tell him that I was a state liability. If I continue to have kids, they'll continue to be on government assistance. Help me help myself. I don't want to have another abortion in my life. Tie my tubes. So I had Corinne on February 9th. I had my tubes tied on February 10th of 2009. I had given my son everything that he could ask for. I gave him life. I gave him love. And I gave him a sister. God knows my heart. I started working at a collection agency, 4 months pregnant, was persistent, had no background, no employment history, but they liked me for my persistence. Because I called each morning at 8 a.m., left a voicemail each morning. I knew nothing about collections, but I knew I needed that job. And I know I needed it so much that I had to stay in contact with them. And they liked that about me. I already had the basis of it. I just didn't have the script down. I didn't know how to demand things from people. I was soft. I wasn't ready for the Wolf of Wall Street. See, I walked into an environment where everyone, whoa, 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 whoa. And I'm SpongeBob. Hi, guys. Hello, hi. So I square up completely. Get fat, have my daughter, leave the block alone. That included Lando. I was no longer a part of that environment. No longer a part of it. So things turned for worse at my grandmother's house. I invited my little sister in to stay. My grandmother wasn't happy. My granny, she wasn't having it. Nope. Y'all gotta go. If she can't stay, I can't stay, granny. See, at that time, since I was working, I was giving $115 a week to my granny to watch my daughter. And I was giving her rent. And the rest of the change I was spending on my son. When it was time to help my baby sister, and I couldn't provide a way for her, I had to make an executive decision where we both would just be homeless. We went and stayed with an associate of ours. And from there, we went and got an apartment. Lando was behind the scenes, assisting with money, helping me get on my feet, helping me get the keys to the apartment. Lando was still on the block. He was doing his own thing. I was doing my own thing. Fast forward, Lando and I, rewind. My baby sister, she's my cousin, but she's my sister, Amber. She called me one night. She's like, Nell, I'm in San Bernardino. I'm like, what? What you doing in San Bernardino? Where? She's like, I'm at San Manuel. I'm on my way. The thing about that day is I had just gotten a black on black Monte Carlo. And Lando did not want to get out the car. So he played sleep in the car. When I parked, he stayed in the car, sleep. When Amber calls me, I got to get back into the car. Lando's still there, sleep. I go to San Manuel Indian Bingo Casino. I go upstairs. Amber's on the other side of the casino, and she runs full speed to me. I'm like, no, baby. No. See, Amber was in that situation because my granny had put her out. She didn't like the direction that she was heading in, so she said, no, you got to go. So Amber had to go and stay with her Aunt Esther. So when I went and picked her up from San Bernardino and in San Manuel Indian Bingo, my purpose was to bring her to the house and get her back to Rancho Cucamonga. The entire time, Lando is playing sleep in the car. So we kick it at the house for a little while. Now it's time to get you back to Rancho Cucamonga so that it's not too late where your Aunt Esther can still open the door. So when I take her to a cul-de-sac where she lives, when I'm pulling out, a police officer pulls us over. When he pulls me over, I don't immediately tell Lando that I'm getting pulled over. When I stop the car, I cut off the ignition. I tell Lando, the police. When the police officer came to my window, everything was fine. He was talking to me fine, gonna let me go. His main question was, why are your San Bernardino plates in my neighborhood? I said, I just got this car and I'm dropping off my sister. He said, on what street? I said, I don't know the street. He said, you don't know the street? I said, no, I don't know the street. I know the street now. It's Aquamarine. Shit. The officer has the light on me. He has the flashlight on me, and he just moves it a smidgen to the left, and the light splashes on Lando, and he gets scared. He's like, "Get the fuck out of the car!" So I'm like, damn, man. So when the officer pulls us over, he's now making us get out of the car. When he searches the car, he finds he finds 3 full bottles of prescription medication. Somas, Vicodins, and Oxycontin 80s. He says, "Who are these?" Lando says, "This ain't my car." I'm like, my RJ kicking. What? If it's not your car, it's mine. He's like, "This ain't my car." So the officer looks at me. I'm like, "Look, man, I be having people in my car that's recycling." They be leaving all type of shit in my car. I'm just trying to help the community. Ain't no telling what's in here. They be recycling. So, long story short, no one claimed the medicine. Neither one of us. So we both become apprehended, and we ride to the police station in the same police car in the back seat. Lando's in the back pleading with the officer. "Man, why you taking this, man? We ain't do nothing, man. We ain't do nothing." I'm like, "Shut up. They treating us like niggers." They treating us like niggers. Shut up. We get to the police station. When the officers dividing us to go to men's housing and women's housing, Lando digs into his pocket and gives me $80. At that day, I wasn't the treasurer. I wasn't holding the money. So when Lando went to jail, he went to jail with everything that I had. The bad part about the story and how it went to the left is when they grant me an OR. When they grant me the OR, they give you your property. And my property says I have $3.23 or something like that. $3 and some change. I'm like, hell nah. That's the change off the bottom of my purse. They're like, exactly. I'm like, never. You gonna give me my money? So the police was like, no OR. You're staying now. Cut your weave out. You're getting housed. I don't care. Where's my money? Shit. It was my first time ever having a serious charge as an adult. I had one previous arrest for fighting a man over my son's father, and the case got dismissed. But this was my first charge at 27 years old. So when I get out the next day, I go home, My mom, my granny are there at my house. I go and talk to them. I see the manager because my hair is all over my head. And this is what I want to tell you. Just because someone's cordial with you does not mean that they're your friend. So the manager seen me looking disheveled. So I'm like, she's like, what happened? I'm like, I went to jail. She said, you did? I got served with an eviction notice for the case that I had gotten. So I was already struggling and trying to pay the rent because I had to start from zero. All the money was gone and considered evidence. So now my marathon has to start. I got to get back in the streets and start hustling. I have a daughter now, so certain hustles are not an option. This baby girl gonna look up to me. She's gonna emulate everything that I do. So certain hustles just are not an option. So the marathon starts. What was actively happening in the court was mind-blowing. Lando refused to take the case. He was going to fight the case all the way to trial, which would mean it wasn't John Orlando Mitchell versus the state of California. It was John Orlando Mitchell versus Chanel Anastasia Smith Coleman. Me against him. There were two people. You have a co-defendant. If you take this to trial and say it's not yours, that means it must be mine. I don't care how you try to factor this. You can't make sense of this. There is no getting around it, my nigga. You was wrong. So when someone gives you something, you have the opportunity to react to anything that someone provides to you, the situation, you have the opportunity to react to it. You don't have to lay down. So since you made your move, now it's time for me to make my move. My nigga, we not friends. Friends don't do that to friends. I'm not no sucker for love. You trying to pin a case on me. You trying to pin a case on me. When I went to court, my attorney had talked to me outside of the court, and he says, okay, today we're likely going to remand your OR. I said, okay. Walk into the courtroom. They say, today we have Chanel Smith present and out of custody. We'll be remanding her OR. I'm standing there like, la la. A deputy is standing to the right of me. When he approaches me, I'm like, wait. See, because I didn't know what the word remand meant. I didn't know remand meant they were going to take me to jail. So when the deputy approaches me, I said, wait, I said, wait, I got to use the bathroom. Excuse me. And walk out the courtroom. When I exit the courtroom, I'm in the hallway. I'm about to walk into the bathroom. I'm like, girl, you free. I see that I'm walking fast. Elevator. Look at the elevator. Nope. Stairs, nigga. Make it downstairs. Okay. Made it downstairs. Going through. This is Rancho Cucamonga Court. Make it downstairs. Get out the exit doors. Okay. I made it out the court. I get to my car. My phone rings. It's the public defender. He's like, Ms. Smith, we're ready to proceed. We need you in court. I said, you're going to have to proceed without me. I am no longer in the courthouse. I have left. I was on the run for 8 months. See, what people don't know about that case was I was sentenced to do 12 NA classes for involvement. That was my penalty, 12 NA classes. I was supposed to come to court, turn in my 12 NA classes, and I was finished with that situation. Because that man took that case to trial, I automatically became eligible for a felony for sales and transporting of a controlled narcotic. When I got apprehended on the 15th freeway by California Highway Patrol, I was forced to fight the case from inside of jail. My boyfriend at that time, Trey, he was on parole with a suspended license. The CHP officer showed us favor and let him drive away with the car and my daughter. They weren't stuck on the side of the freeway, and I was forced to go to jail. While I was in jail, things turned for the worse. There was a block on the phone. No communication. Lord, I need to get out of here. I go to court. There's no one in the courtroom but my granny. I'm like, I don't care what I have to sign to. I got to get out of here. Fuck it. Tase me! Tase me! I'm not gonna lose my daughter. Not over this shit. I love these kids too much. I can't keep letting you take them from me. This ain't my daughter, my nigga. This Sean Michael Jones' sister. I can't let you take her. So I panic in court. The public defender comes to me. He goes, okay, we have a deal for you. Today you're going to sign for a felony, sales and narcotic of a controlled opiate, 3 to 5 year joint suspension, 3-year felony probation, and 160 days of work release. I said, okay. It was my first ever time being involved in any criminal activity. It was excessive, overkill. I should have never been presented that. I signed under duress. The way the court system does some people is wrong. They knew I would sign to anything. They knew I would. The problem with that situation is Lando had already went to trial and lost, sentenced to 15 years. While Lando was in trial, he told on everybody. See, what Lando wanted people to do was, man, Dana, come and claim the pills. All right, Dana, let me come and get you so I can take you to the parole office so you can tell the parole officer that these are your pills. Go find the other lady, man. Tell her to claim the pills. Okay, man, I'm going to take you to the parole officer so that you can claim your pills. I did everything. My whole thing with the situation is, you said fuck me. You said it's not yours. If it's not yours and you take it to trial, it must be mine. Ain't no baby. Don't claim mine. People trip me out when they have double standards. Men wouldn't tolerate this. People be quick to call people snitches. They are among you. I'm not snitching. This is the truth. The problem with this situation is while that man got sentenced to 15 years at halftime, he remained an open line of communication with one of my family members. And I tried to explain it to her where she could understand. I say, Audrey, don't talk to Lando. That is a prison mentality man. He's outthinking you. He does not want to be your friend. He is just staying close to me. Jealousy is something amazing. Envy and jealousy will make a person turn away from a good person because they're envious. I'm a loser. Why be jealous of me? So the 7.5 years that this man did in jail, he communicated regularly with my Aunt Audrey. She sent pictures, maybe even visited him. She was sending pictures of my child into a prison facility. She don't know this man. She was doing all this behind my back. The problem with that is it kept that emotion festering. It kept that wound open. He didn't have time to heal. If he didn't have any communication with anyone in my family, he would have just been like, fuck her. I'm finna do my time. It's scandalous. I'm in jail. Fuck her. But since he didn't, and he was able to play off my aunt, he just grew angrier and angrier and angrier. He believed I belonged to him. When I got into another relationship and actually loved a man, he became enraged. The problem with this situation is the people that have my mom, the leader is Roderick Mitchell. Roderick Mitchell is John Mitchell's brother. My mom is trying to save me so that John Mitchell doesn't kill me. The problem with that is Lando's not going to kill me. Lando just wants me around. He wants me to be his friend. He had wrote me once. He's like, man, I just want the girl that used to wake up at noon and watch cartoons all day. We're not kids. When you chase money, you run into all types of people, different walks of life, different demographics, different backgrounds, cultural differences. The only thing you have in common with people are money. Money. So one man was in his feelings. He had a lot of respect. A lot of respect from the streets. A lot of influence. What you guys don't know about John Mitchell is John Mitchell is like Tookie. He's the founder of his own gang. He's Tookie. His feelings were hurt. And he wanted justice. He wanted me to feel his pain. So, John Mitchell and Roderick Mitchell conspire and take my mom as a political prisoner. This ain't right. This ain't right. It's not right. So, I want you to fix it. I want you to fix it. There's been a long list of things that I need to address, and I'll do it one video at a time. My mom needs you guys. Her name is Janice Catherine Coleman. I thought she was dead. I thought they killed her. She's back. I just want someone to see it from a different perspective. You guys are about to lose everything because John Mitchell's feelings were hurt. John Mitchell has cost you guys a lot. And I really hope it was worth it. I really hope it was worth it. So, I'm not going to be talking a lot about myself because I want my mom to be vindicated. I want her to be redeemed. She's fighting an assault with a deadly weapon case, a couple other violent offenses. And I don't feel it's fair that she be charged with any violent crime when she's just trying to survive. The unique thing about my mom right now is that they're deeming her incompetent to stand trial, which means they won't offer her a plea deal. The good part about that is that everything has to be addressed. If in layman's terms, she has to go to trial. I'm going to defend my mom to the furthest extent of the law. Period. I'm going to defend my mom to the furthest extent of the law. I just ask that you sit down with yourselves and ask yourself, was it worth it? Was it worth it? It'd be different if you could say, Nell's scandalous. She did Lando dirty. How? How I do him dirty? I'm a felon because of him. I went to prison because of him. When I got into the fight at Walmart, I went to prison. And I get tired of that. I hear Ray Ray took the charge for Nell. Ray Ray didn't take no charge for me. Ray Ray was offered 6 years at 80%. We divided in half, 3 and 3. I didn't have to take 3 years. I didn't have to go to prison. I didn't have to sign to no assault with a deadly weapon. But I'm real. I'm going to write it out with you. Divided in half. The problem with that, it was supposed to be 3 years county prison. When my attorney comes to me, I'm saying, my nigga, that's what I'm talking about. You got it. That's how you do that right there. My cousin baby happy. I'm happy. I'm very offended with the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department. I'm offended because you guys know me very well. I've been in so many unique situations when it comes to this jail shit. You know me inside and out. And I'm an open book. So yeah, kissing cousins. Shit. And not only kissing cousins, when he says he's satisfied, I'm satisfied. He want to take the 3? He wants 6. They gonna offer him 6. Okay. So if you offer him 6, you take 3 and 3? Okay. Give me the 3. Are you happy? You satisfied with this? You're like, yeah. Yeah, take it. Like, all right, I'm gonna take it. The problem with my original charge that violated me, the joint suspension, the sales and the transport, is that when it reads, it states sales and transport of crack cocaine. I was misled from the jump. Anytime I have been rearrested and they bring up my background and previous convictions, they state in open court that I have a sales and transport of crack cocaine. The first person that made me aware of this mistake was Betty Tyler. She said, Chanel, I looked it up and it says that you were selling crack. I said, I wasn't selling crack. It was pills. I didn't know any better. So when I get rearrested for the assault with a deadly weapon, I'm talking shit with the boys. I'm in the boys club. That's what people don't understand. See, all these men think I belong to them. In all actuality, you belong to me. Ooh, you belong to me. Hey, you belong to me. These are my men. They're jealous over me. They all want a hierarchy over each other. These are my men. So I have to control my men. My men were enraged when I got with Trey. Not because it was Trey, but because I loved him. They're like, no! Ugh! Why she love him? She fell in love? Neil! You the boys club. You can't fall in love. Don't love him. So what the streets did was they tried to break that shit up. It was not a blessed union. It was always something. Why you with her? You know this about her? Why you with her? You know that about her? Lando was influencing that relationship. Men from my past were influencing that relationship. Everyone was in an uproar. Why does she love him? Out of all of us. She want to fall in love, cuz no. Nell ain't supposed to love nobody. Shit. How she gonna fall in love? Nell a sucker for love. You have to think of the mindset of some people. And this is exactly how some of the men in my life felt. Like, no. She gonna be with all of us or none, man. I don't know. We're gonna have to get at this nigga Trey. Because he don't know. Hey, check this out, Trey. We don't care how much she like you. Straight the fuck up. We don't care how much she like you. We don't care that she keep coming around. We don't care that she thinks she in love. You got to dead that. So Trey became protective and dogging me the fuck out at the same time. You see, he had a job to do and fell in love during the job. He wasn't supposed to love me. See, they had made a compromise. Like, okay, she love you? Fine. Pimp her. Get her home. She'll do it. And she love you? You ain't seen shit. You don't know now. Make her hoe. So Trey, my Trey, not y'all's Trey, not your Trey, not hers Trey, not that Trey, not this Trey, not those Treys. It's not funny. Was like, I'm a crip, not a pimp. I'm not finna be pimping no bitches. I'm not finna pimp her. I'm a crip. Not a pimp. Shit. So the situation really turned for the worse. Where we became targets. So back to the story of me and Ray Ray in court. I'm talking shit to the deputy like, He's a good man. Play football with his sons. Like, y'all gotta let him out. This is a good man. So what if he got to a fight? This is a good man. A great father. He's a single father. Shit. I don't care what nobody gotta say. It's not like I've been smoking. Wait, not like I've been selling crack. When the court proceedings start, they're like, previous conviction for sales of crack cocaine. What? Dirty motherfuckers. Completely blindsided me. See, what y'all don't know is the police been whooping my ass for a long time. And I've been taking it like a champ. I remember I was in the holding tank before court in Fontana. And they could make me line up. They make the boys line up. And they make me line up. As soon as I come out the holding tank, I'm like, hey, baby, the police come out nowhere and T-rolled me. Like, now I'm back in the holding tank like, damn. I am not a boy. Quit fucking me up. The bitches in the holding tank is like, what just happened? I'm like, I don't know either. But this shit has to stop. What you guys don't know is that I don't let shit faze me. So what, you just fucked me up. Hey, how are you doing? You hit like a bitch. So I have to keep checking the time because this is taking forever. I gotta go to class. So second to that is I know this situation is real and everyone's wondering what my next move is gonna make. They have completely abandoned my English class because boxers in there. And I'm sitting in the English class like, I don't give a fuck. Say something, nigga. Are we cool? Well, watch me do me then. I haven't done anything wrong. So I carry myself like someone who has not done anything wrong. When are you guys going to get the big picture? The world is falling apart because John Mitchell lost a friend. The world is falling a fucking apart again because John Mitchell is in his feelings. How is that fair? When he went to trial, a lot of people got reprimanded. The insurance company, the doctor who wrote the script, the pharmacy that filled the script, and they can discontinue making Oxycontins. All of that was a direct result of John Mitchell going to trial and fighting that case. I haven't done anything wrong. Friends turn to co-defendants. Period. No longer friends. You Cody now. What's up, Cody? The thing about this is that when Lando sees this video, he's going to be happy. She finally said something to me, cuz. Man, look at her, man. Look at her. Look at her. That's why you guys are wrong. In the streets, you say, that's dick and pussy shit. I'm not getting in that. For some odd reason, y'all got in dick and pussy shit. So, basically, John Orlando Mitchell, Roderick Mitchell, you guys are going to be called to answer for this. It's called kidnapping, torture, hostage situation, organized crime. There's a long list of things that you will be charged with. And I'm not doing anything in the dark. This is just the first step. Everyone hates me because of you. And I haven't done anything wrong. We got arrested together. You said it was not yours. You said it was not yours, and you went to trial and lost. Since there were only 2 people involved, it would automatically make it mine. Period. Since I'm not gang affiliated, I guess the same snitch codes don't apply to me. So we're going to keep that same energy. I'm not snitching on you. I'm telling on your ass. Time to come to the light and out of the darkness. Period. The court system isn't intimidated by you. And I don't care if I have to go to every fucking court date. I will be there. Ain't no punk bitches. Ain't none. So, we've talked about Lando. They currently have my mom under submission. She's willing to do anything to save her kids. My mom made a decision for her girls. Her daughter had a $10,000 bounty on her head. I had money on my head, $10,000. You know how much I'm worth, nigga? That's insulting. My mom was like, don't kill my daughter. Take me. My baby sister was actively being pimped. Don't pimp my daughter. Pimp me. My baby has special needs. She don't understand what she's doing. You're taking advantage of her. Jermico Kendall. So, we're pretty much all aware that I'm like on some fuck you shit. Don't know punk bitches live here. I've connected all the dots and everyone's going to be called to answer. I've used an hour of your time. You can fast forward through it. Each video, I would like to get them shorter and more concise so that we have a good timeline, and we'll start addressing each thing one by one. And I know a lot of people are saying, okay, well, Lando did that. Well, what about Trey? Baby steps. Let's address this first. Let's address this. Lando, I expect you to go to trial. I expect you not to take a deal. and you're going to assist me with the next step that I have to take with this legal action. You have no choice. I think that you're currently on felony probation or should be on felony probation, so you're easy to locate. And you need to answer. You have to answer for the part that you've played in this. Another thing I would like to say is, you're going to make America great again. This situation is going to get the wall. The situation is going to get the wall. So right now, two persons of interest are John Orlando Mitchell, born June 6, 1974, and Roderick Mitchell. I do not know his birthday. We all know who we are talking about, though. So don't be afraid to do your job. Contact these people, apprehend these people, and feel free to call me. My number is 909-450-6016. I have to keep checking the time because I have to be somewhere. But basically, cut and dry, this whole ordeal originated from a split and partnership. One party chose to take a criminal matter to the furthest extent of the law, and one party chose to no longer be affiliated with that type of person. That person never had my best interest. That is not a friend. That person wanted me to be dependent on him. He couldn't bear the thought of him being in jail and me being out. It's not fair. So I say, fuck me. It's not about me. It's about my mom, Janice Catherine Coleman. Her birthday is August 22nd, 1965. She's currently housed at West Valley Detention Center. Her next court date is March 1st. She may not appear in court because it's simply a progress report of how she is doing, how she is progressing, and any behaviors that she's having while in custody. On the outside looking in, it's a unique situation because I wasn't allotted that privilege. You forced something on me. I wasn't arraigned. I didn't have a progress report. What you guys have done is wrong. And I would like to know why. I believe that there is extreme intimidation of the court. I believe that you don't have control of the court system nor the city. You guys are being completely overran. And that's a problem with an American like me. See, you've made me pull out all the stops. I have no choice. So I'm all in. I'm all in. And if you want to know where my mindset is, I'm going to tell you simply like this. I'm over here like, my flag, my flag, my flag, my flag, my flag, my flag. If you gang banging, who you beefing with? I'm American. You beefing with my flag now. So, John Mitchell. Hey. Roderick Mitchell. Hey. I'm going to be the same person today, tomorrow, and the next day. It's not my fault. The system is not fair. No one has cared about my feelings. That is so strange to me. I didn't know that you were entitled to have feelings. Everything in my life has been temporary and I have to chalk it up. I can't be weak. No one cares. I'm accustomed to that. So now I'm in a unique situation where I find out, oh, people are supposed to care. Really? Because his feelings are hurt? You guys get to take people hostage? Really? Because his feelings are hurt? You can overthrow the government? I don't even know what else the fuck to say. Cut and dry. I made a statement in that case. 1, the police officer asked me, do you have anything to say? My statement was, ask him. He's the one on parole. I wasn't a witness or a co-defendant during the trial. There were no other statements made. My side of the story was never heard until now. That individual made a decision. When you make a decision, you have to live with the consequences of it. I'm making a video right now. I'm going to post the video. I'm making that decision, and I have to live with the consequences of that. If you go to trial against me, you are implicating me. If you are implicating me in a crime, we are not friends. I don't understand what's hard to understand about that. Do you people really believe that we're supposed to be abused and subjected to people in this lifestyle? The Vinci Code is real. Some people believe because you come from nothing, you should remain at nothing. I don't believe in that. I'm of God. My mom is of God. I don't know where God is. I think he's getting gas. He's coming in. Shit. I think he's getting gas. I don't know what he needs, but I need him to come here. Because San Bernardino County hates me because John Mitchell is acting like Drake doing the In My Feelings challenge. Orlando in the fan law talking about, Nelly, do you love me? Are you riding? Tell you that you never leave from beside me, cause I want you and I need you and I'm down for you always. Yeah, nigga, you're gonna be down for me always. You owe me. It's just no getting around it. I only have a little bit of time, but I will tell you this. I had a master plan. I was like, you know what? I'm going to sit up here. I'm going to get my shit together. I'm going to get healthy, and I'm going to reapproach Lando. I'm going to go find Lando. I'm going to sit him with 4 ounces of dope. I'm going to have him rechange the game because that's what he likes to do. And that's my peace treaty with Lando. I don't have a lot of time. So pretty much, fuck you. Take it like a champ. Oh, this is fucked up. Nell is snitching. No, I'm telling the truth. You guys have lost everything because of John Orlando Mitchell. San Bernardino County is in jeopardy because of John Orlando Mitchell. I hope it was worth it. And now since we care about people's feelings and people's feelings being hurt, Thank you. Thank you. You do have a heart. Because I was starting to think you didn't. Mentally unstable? There's nothing wrong with me. There's something wrong with the way that people out here are. I am not the norm. Don't penalize me because I'm not the norm. You're penalizing me because I'm different. How dare you? I was in Patton State Hospital for 6 weeks and they pumped so much medicine as they could, as much medicine as they could into my body. That shit is wrong. Trey talking about I'm moving like a robot. Send a bad report. Tell them I'm all fucked up. Tell them I'm handicapped. Shit. You trying to fuck and I can't even feel shit. Just take the pussy and the asshole with you because my shit is numb. This medicine is fucking with my motor skills. Dirty motherfuckers. They're like, oh, you gonna mind somebody. No, I'm not. Lando hates me so much he told the devil on me. I'm over here. I don't give a fuck. Why you got a Jesus piece and you don't even believe in Jesus? Period. You can't hurt me. Everything I ever loved, I lost on January 3rd, 2005. You can't hurt me. Trying to hurt me, you guys jeopardized everything. Jeopardized everything. So once again, I'll say, was it worth it? John Orlando Mitchell, I'm happy that you prayed. God heard your prayer. And he's going to send you the help that you need. He's going to send you the help that you need. So we're going to take baby steps. I'll be making videos so that I can make you guys aware of what's going on. And we'll leave it at that. Period. God bless y'all. Really look at what you lost. See if it was worth it. All right. I'm out.